What if I told you there was once a guy who loved women, hunting, and partying under the moonlight, only to end up eating a whole Bible and preaching to rocks and trees? Sounds wild, right? Well, buckle up, because today I'm taking you on a journey with Cupido Cockroach. Yes, that's his real name, and trust me, his story is as unforgettable as his name. So, Cupido starts off as this larger-than-life character, womanizer extraordinaire, and a great hunter. He's also deeply connected to his cultural roots and follows Haitzi Ibib, his god. Life's pretty good for our guy Cupido. Then, boom, Christianity enters the chat. One thing leads to another, and Cupido gets baptized. He becomes a preacher, but not just any preacher. Cupido goes hardcore. Picture this. He's out here not just spreading the word, but literally beating the word of God into people. He's so dedicated, he even eats a Bible. Yep, chews it, swallows it, the whole thing. Talk about taking the word of God to heart, right? But here's where things take a dark turn. The more Cupido gives himself to his new faith, the more he loses. First, his wife Anna Vigilante and their kids pass away. His second wife and kids? Gone too. She leaves him when he's sent to some godforsaken place called Dithakong. He's stranded, penniless, and abandoned by the very missionaries who converted him. Now he's preaching to stones, trees, and basically anything that doesn't run away from him. It's heartbreaking and surreal. And just when it seems like he's hit rock bottom, he writes a letter to God asking for an exit strategy. And guess what? His rescue comes, but not from the Christian God. No, no, no. His salvation is rooted in his cultural identity. An eagle, Erend, flies down just as his mother had prophesied and carries him away. It's poetic, it's mythical, and it's kind of beautiful. So, where did I get this incredible story? From this book right here, Praying Mantis by André Brink. It's a novel that dances between fiction and nonfiction, blending historical accounts with a deep exploration of identity, faith, and what happens when you lose touch with your roots. Cupido Cockroach was a real person. Yes, he lived. And most of what's in this book actually happened. Brink draws from historical documents, including letters Cupido wrote to the London Missionary Society, to bring his story to life. But here's what's fascinating. Praying Mantis isn't just about religion. It's about what happens when you're forced to reject your heritage and adopt a belief system that doesn't align with who you are. Cupido's journey is tragic, yes, but it's also a powerful reminder of how important it is to stay connected to your roots. I love this book because it made me think about identity and faith in ways I hadn't before. It's well-researched, beautifully written, and honestly pretty heartbreaking. Brink doesn't just tell a story, he makes you feel the weight of it. If you're someone who loves stories about culture, history, and the messy complexity of being human, I can't recommend Praying Mantis enough. It's one of those books that sticks with you long after you've turned the last page. I'll leave a link in the description for you to get yourself a copy. Thanks for joining me on this wild journey through Cupido Cockroach's life. If you've read this book or if it sounds like something you'd want to read, let me know in the comments. And hey, if you enjoy deep dives into stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, stay curious, and maybe keep your books out of your mouth.